Hello students, good morning. How are you? We are continuing at chapter 6 of class 11, that is your anatomy of flowering plants. And in our last class we have seen that what is the main differences between the anatomy of a dicot leaf and monocot leaf. And they are the completion of the primary growth. Today we will study about secondary growth. Let's understand what is secondary growth. In primary growth, there is increase in the length or height of the plant, means the stem or apical part of the plant or the root, the basal part of the plant. So here the secondary growth means the increase in girth, means radial growth. You know, the plant not only grows in upward or downward direction, it also grows by its radius, means radial growth. This is called wide growth like this, radial growth. Clear? So how this radial growth occurs? As we know, in monocots no secondary growth occurs. Clear? In monocots no secondary growth occurs, and in dicots secondary growth occurs. During secondary growth, here what happens? Here formation of cambial ring occurs, which gives strength or mechanical strength to the plant. Means if we cut a dicot plant and cut a monocot plant, then there is several number of differences we can see. So here in secondary growth we will study today that the lateral meristem, vascular cambium and cork cambium, means these parts grow or increase in girth, means they show the secondary growth. Clear students? Secondary growth is only shown by dicot plants. And the dicot plants, the parts which goes through secondary growth are lateral meristem, which present laterally. Then your vascular cambium which is present between the xylem and phloem. Then your cork cambium, which is formed later, or that is your called phellogen. We will study about this. So let's understand it through diagram. How vascular cambium form? Vascular cambium, the patches present between xylem and phloem, forms a ring which is called vascular cambium. Here what I written here, lateral meristem. You already know what is lateral meristem. The meristematic activity when occurs laterally in a plant. Then your vascular cambium. Vascular cambium means the patches present between xylem and phloem. You can see this is present between xylem and phloem. So when this is completely forms a ring, that will form your vascular cambium. And next one is your cork cambium. Cork cambium, which we can say as phellogen. So let's see. This is the diagram of cambium ring formation. How cambium ring formation? These are the stages of formation or secondary growth. We are here. The diagrams represent secondary growth in stem. How secondary growth occurs? Watch the diagram carefully. Look. This is a part of stem. This is a transverse section of stem. Inside the stem, there are vascular bundles are arranged. They are vascular bundles. Clear? What are they? They are vascular bundles. Let's understand these parts. This part, the outer part is called your epidermis. Just below the epidermis, you know, cortex is present, which is made up of parenchymatous cells or tissues. Next is your the part towards the periphery. This part is periphery and this part is center, means which is called your pith. The part towards periphery is called primary phloem. Clear? The part towards periphery is called primary phloem. Next, the part towards the center or towards the pith is called vascular cambium. Is called your vascular cambium. Next, where is the xylem is present? Xylem is present towards the pith. If phloem is present towards the periphery, then xylem is present towards pith. Next, this part is your pith. Clear? And the part which separates the primary xylem from primary phloem is called fascicular cambium. Remember, fascicular cambium, which separates xylem, primary xylem from primary phloem, is called fascicular cambium. Next is, here they are simply arranged. How secondary growth occurs? Like how you become an adult. You were a child, then you mature and get converted into adult. Exactly, when we watch the successive stages of secondary growth in stem, we can see such diagrams, means such type of developments in regular interval of time. This is when we initially see the arrangement of vascular bundles inside the stem. And these are the parts which is labeled. The outer part is epidermis, then just below the epidermis cortex, then the part towards, in a vascular bundle, the part towards the periphery is primary phloem, and here is the vascular cambium, and the separation valve or which separates the phloem from xylem is fascicular cambium. Then it is primary xylem, I have already told you, and the central part of this stem is called pith. Here same this diagram. The difference is here a ring which is called interfascicular cambium. Students, remember what is fascicular, then what is intrafascicular, and what is interfascicular. Fascicular, the ring which separates xylem from phloem. Intrafascicular means within. Fascicular cambium we can say it as intrafascicular also. Interfascicular means this is interfascicular region, means between two vascular bundles. This is the region between two vascular bundles. So this part represents interfascicular cambium, means which is separates fascicular cambium from each other. This is called interfascicular cambium. Clear? Next, here the interfascicular cambium joins all the vascular bundles together, means here the ring formation starts. Clear? This is the first step, this is second step. First step, vascular bundles arranged, there is no joining between them, no ring is formed. In second case, we can see interfascicular cambium joins all these vascular bundles. Then in third step, what happened? Medullary rays, we have seen in our last class, medullary rays are formed from the secondary xylem. Here the phloem and xylem get separated from each other, means here this was primary xylem, and here after the meristematic activity, means due to cell division, the primary xylem, here the primary xylem get converted into secondary xylem, due to which the phloem is go apart from the center and the xylem come towards the center. That's why here is the xylem and this region is phloem. Again medullary rays separates the xylem from phloem. This is medullary ray. This ray is medullary ray which separates the phloem from xylem. This is secondary xylem. Next the ring is formed is called your cambial ring. This is stage 3. This is called cambial ring. This is the complete formation of a cambial ring in which the phloem is present. Phloem means which is found just below the bark. If you see a plant, then you can see the heart structure of the plant, and just below it phloem is present. In the phloem there are some regions where cuticles are present, or we can say as lenticels are present, and these lenticels are help in exchange of gases. As we know, in some plants they are respired through stems. If we see the oak tree, then we can see that there are some lenticels through which exchange of gases occurs. Next, just below the phloem, there is presence of phloem. And then the next circle represents the phloderm. Simply phloem, phloem and phloderm forms the periderm. Periderm is the layers that covers the secondary xylem or the cambium ring around it. So let's see again. These are the rings formed. As we know, cambium is more active towards inner side. When the primary xylem separated by the cambium ring, then some part of it go towards the periphery and some part of it come towards the center. When the part which go towards the periphery has less meristematic activity, means it goes a very little cell division, goes through a very little cell division. But the xylem which come towards the pith or towards the center has more actively divides and forms hard and rigid structure. So this is why the primary xylem converted into secondary xylem and found when we cut a stem, the secondary xylem will found more towards the center, as here the more cambial activity occurs. The fascicular cambium and interfascicular cambium. Here the fascicular cambium and interfascicular cambium. This is fascicular cambium and interfascicular cambium forms a cambium ring, which is called a cambium ring. Again, let's have a quick recap. You don't think it is so tough? This is so easy if you understand these diagrams, and you all should practice these diagrams 5 times and send to me. When the video get to you, reach to you, after watching this video you can draw the diagram 5 times and label it properly, then send it to me. Again I am going to explain you what happened. If we cut the transverse section of a stem, we can see the secondary growth. Secondary growth means growth of the radius. Clear? Growth of the radius means growth of girth. How this growth occurs means radial growth occurs. Here what happened? The vascular bundles are arranged in such a way that the cambial ring is formed. Clear? And the cambial ring how formed? By the help of interfascicular cambium. Interfascicular cambium means which joins two vascular bundles or two cambiums with each other. Clear, students? So here the vascular cambium is joined by interfascicular cambium and the ring is formed. After formation of rings, the primary xylem, phloem has no more activity. The primary xylem get converted into secondary xylem here, and the secondary xylem, after formation of secondary xylem, some parts of secondary xylem come towards the center and some parts of the secondary xylem come toward, go towards the periphery. The part towards the periphery has less meristematic activity, but the part towards the pith or center is more meristematic activity, due to which it divides rapidly and forms cambial ring. And they are the, after formation of a mature cambium ring, they are the parts which is represented by phloem, phloem and phloem. They together combine to form periderm, which are the layers of a stem. Phloem can also be called as core cambium, and phloem sometimes help in the exchange of gases by the through the lenticels. So student, this is all about your secondary growth in stem.